From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff. His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 2. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays where many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So that one will be accepted. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction? I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd down, it's Porter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
On 3rd down, Porter. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Bryant with a catch right side.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Wilson. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On second down now, it's Porter. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a give right side. Porter. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to move. So they may back up further.
That's not good enough, man.
On second down, it's Porter. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. From the 31, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Chavez. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
On 1st and 10, Downing. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Winslow brings it in over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He's on the bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Cleveland offense making their way out.
And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now on second down, this is Gore. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
On first down, it's Gore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Operating from the gun. Downing. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And fantastic field possession has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
They'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Gore now running out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Right there.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Don't give him
6 yards left on 2nd down.
From the gun, Downing. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Downing.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And that will knot us up at 10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Winslow, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking deep downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. This one caught by Winslow. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
from the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun. Downing. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here in 3rd and 1. They run with Gore out of the shotgun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks... The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the sign judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
A give left for Gore. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he gets it down to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Winslow broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Winslow. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And sometimes when you see a running back lined up out wide, you think maybe he's just a decoy. But not in this case. He was lined up out wide to the left, turned into a primary receiver, and picked up a nice chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he will find Winslow. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Downing. It's complete. It's Gore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Let's go. A gain of 14.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Downing. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On 1st down, Winslow. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Winslow. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 34. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 34 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Gore. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Downing. He's got Gore. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down. Looking to throw. Downing. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on 1st down. Downing. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Downing. And that is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead for... They'll run on 1st down. Bruce. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Looking to throw. Downing. And the throw there going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Gore. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get this down to the 10. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Downing. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Downing. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Browns 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Winslow whistles now in a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 2nd down now, Winslow. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So now the Browns down by 7, less than 90 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.